Welcome to another episode of the all-new TTown 411 report and our community conversation. We're broadcasting live from McKinstry Banquet Hall, located at 5480 Jug Factory Road right here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It's a special place for special people for all special occasions. We're also broadcasting live on Soundbooth Radio 106.1 and Soundbooth TV with my good friend Mike Wilson. Mike, tell them how can they sound in on Soundbooth Radio and Soundbooth TV.
Sure thing, Daryl. Check us out on the radio side of Soundbooth Radio. Just go to your iPad or your Google Play Store. Download the Live 365 app. Once you download that app, go to the search bar, type in Soundbooth Radio 106.1. That gets you on with us on the radio side of Soundbooth Radio. And check us out on the video side of Soundbooth Radio. Just go to Facebook or YouTube. Type in Soundbooth Radio 106.1. That'll get you on with us on the video side of Soundbooth Radio.
Well, we also got our very own Miss Veronica Taylor on the program with us that keep us updated with our very own COVID, flu, and monkeypox update. Veronica, you there? Tell us how can we get information on that?
Yes, hello Daryl, hello Mike, hello everybody that's in the chat tonight. And the COVID-19 update for the New York Times shows that an average of 598 cases per day, which is an increase, were reported in Alabama in the last week. Cases have increased by 51% from the average of 2 weeks ago. Deaths have decreased, so that's good. It's just we're having this increase in cases. Monkeypox, as far as the monkeypox update per the CDC, this is as of December 2nd, with the monkeypox. There's 29,630 confirmed cases. Alabama has 108. Florida has 2,818. Georgia, 1965. Mississippi, 108. Tennessee, 382. Influenza update. They're updating a little bit less frequently. This is November 26th. And it says that seasonal influenza activity still continues to be high in this area and across the country. And more people are coming down with 2 to 3, 1, 2, or 3. And like I said, COVID cases are up, so people please wear your mask. I know it's the holidays and people want to be around each other because they have not been, but these cases are up, and it seems as if the government and certain the agencies are reporting less frequently. And it seems like the government is trying to be quiet. I think you guys may have seen in China, the people of China were protesting. I just don't know what's wrong with people as far as wanting to protect themselves and their fellow man. You know, when there's a spike in numbers, that means you should be protecting yourself. As it proved last year, it helps with the flu and with colds. Flus and colds were down. Everything is relaxed. And my thing is, you can be relaxed, but wear your coverings. They don't want to wear coverings. They want to be all over everybody. It's almost as if they want you to be exposed to whatever they're exposed to.
They adopted the United States mentality.
Right, and we've seen that the herd immunity, that all these newfound scientists that came up talking about the herd immunity, they truly didn't understand it. This is something that's still new, and it may be, similar to the flu in the fact that you may have to get vaccinated yearly. But you have people who aren't receiving any vaccinations. They don't receive their flu vaccination, so no, they're not going to do COVID vaccinations. So just protect yourself.
With that being said about the vaccinations, there is another booster shot that's out there right now that if you haven't received that. Yeah.
There's a bi booster shot that covers both, and if you've had your original series and if you've had your booster, which would have been the third, there is another one that's out. If it's been over 2 months since you had either of those, they suggest to get the booster.
Okay. Well, we want to thank you, Veronica. We want to say hello to our very first tune-in, Miss Betty Hopkins. Thank you for tuning in with us tonight. We'll be talking with our young city leaders of Tuscaloosa real soon. They're hosting their very first annual Christmas drive, so we're going to be talking with them, trying to figure out not trying to figure out, letting them tell more about their mission, more about their purpose, and they'll be on the program with us. But as always, we say a quick prayer for everyone that tunes into the program, and just, if you will, just bow your heads for just a moment and we will do a quick prayer for everyone on the program. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for this opportunity. We give you all the praise, all the glory. We want to thank you for your grace and mercy, Heavenly Father, for giving us an opportunity to be here today. Heavenly Father, right now we're praying for all the essential workers, all the necessary personnel of the hospitals and nursing homes. We're asking that you continue to watch over them as they continue to protect our sick. We advise they continue to protect our elderly. Heavenly Father, we're praying for all our pastors and all our city officials and government officials throughout this land. Heavenly Father, right now we're praying for all our military personnel from the Navy, Army, Marines, Coast Guards, Air Force, whatever service they may be serving right now. We're asking that you continue to watch over them and their families. We're praying for all our teachers in our school systems. We're praying for the children, Heavenly Father. Right now, we're asking that you continue to heal those in the hospital. We're asking that you go with the elderly and be with them. We're asking that you continue to watch over each and every one of us on this program, watch over our families. Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for the Thanksgiving holidays and we want to look forward to the Christmas holidays. We give you all the praise and all the glory. In your Son, Jesus Christ's name, we pray. Heavenly Father, we're praying for the bereavement family right now also. We're praying for Patricia Williams, who hadn't been on the program. Heavenly Father, I have no idea what's going on with it, but we're praying for her. Hopefully she's not too sick that she can't tune in with us. We're praying for all the ones that right now that usually watch the program. In your Son, Jesus Christ's name, we pray. Amen, amen, amen.
Amen.
Yeah, Patricia, we hadn't heard from Patricia in quite a while. Someone told me about a month ago that she might have been sick, but I thought she might have been back on since then, but she haven't. So we're gonna look for.
I talked to her. I chatted with her in the chat, and she was doing better.
Okay,
She said
okay.
she was doing better.
Well, good, good. I was wondering about that. Once again, we want to pray for the family that lost a loved one right here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama today. From my understanding, there was a shooting in the, like where did I tell you it was?
Hodo Haven?
Hodo Haven, yes, Hodo Haven area. So we want to pray for that family and the loved ones of them. I mean, this ain't the right time of the year to really trying to lose a loved one, but there is no good time to lose a loved one. Betty Hopkins says it's been a while since she's been on. Yes, we missed you too, Betty. We missed a lot of people. We took a break ourselves. We understand everybody have a lot going on, and I think Verona took a break last Thursday. I took one last Tuesday, and
Yeah.
Mike took one the Thursday before. So,
So it's the holiday season, and then it's like it seems like it's a lot of times it's like you get the ripping and running, and next thing you know, sometimes you fall asleep, and then you wake up and it's like 10, 11 o'clock.
yes,
So that means you needed the rest.
needed the rest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everybody.
Also, by being the end of the year, a lot of things are popping up just that you got to take attention to before the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
that's where I think a lot of things are coming up that we hit the last month of the year in December, and of course, like last year at this time, we were discussing Christmas gifts, and different Christmas gifts. Because I think last year we were discussing how some people were gonna buy all their Christmas gifts in gift cards.
Mm-hmm.
So,
mm-hmm.
But we still have a Red Sunshine Candle. They're down in Moundville now, so I don't forget about that. A nice candle would do well. I gave out several candles last year, and everybody seemed to enjoy them very, very much. So,
Mike, I bought three package deals from her on Sunday. I got mine already, so I still did my little shopping with her on Sunday.
I'm running behind it, Daryl, but I'm gonna have to get in there on that as well. A lot of small businesses are trying to do some things out here, so don't forget to check out the small businesses around. Correct. And support them.
Absolutely right. What else? Oh, the shooting. I'm not sure if anyone heard any updates on it or who was it or what's going on. Hopefully Like I said, it's terrible to lose a loved one during these holidays, like it is. So we just pray for those that lost a loved one. They did. It was under investigation. I'm not sure exactly what status they in right now. Betty said,
Mm.
"Congratulations to Demario Pittman. He's the new football coach at Central High School. Well, congratulations to Mario. Way to go." Mario was a player back in the, I want to say 2013, 2015 year. So congratulations to him on the
He's a basketball. He's a basketball or football.
football,
Football.
new head
Football.
football coach. Sure is.
Okay.
But congratulations to
In
him.
fact, down Patricia did share a flyer.
Mm-hmm.
You know that she has an event every year where she needs people to donate hats, gloves, scarves, and socks. Giveaway to be held at the Soup Kitchen on December 18th between 10:30 and 12:50. And there's a contact number. Contact Pat for more details. Oh, that's Patricia.
Mm.
205-887-4181.
Okay.
So if you have the need, if you can donate hats, gloves, scarves, and socks, please do so and contact her again at 205-887-4181.
And Melo, are you back on the line with us? Yes, sir. Hey, we do have our guest with us, Errol.
Okay. Well, we'll let them go ahead and take the lead and tell us about the upcoming event that they're hosting. They're having the annual Christmas toy drive that's going to take place, and we want to let them tell a little bit about the young city leaders of Tuscaloosa, and then tell us about their mission, their purpose, and this upcoming toy drive that's going to take place on Friday, December the 23rd. And they are asking for donations. And I'm finna shoot them mine right now. I was supposed to do it the other day, but I just got the Cash App, so I'm gonna
Hey,
send mine right now.
and all that information is up on screen right now for everybody who's wondering. Yeah, I'll take it away. It's just me right now, Mike. I'm by myself. So, my name is Carmelo. A lot of people know the DJ Mello. Um, I'm part of the YCL Young City Leaders. We're doing a Christmas tour drive on December 23rd, right here in Tuscaloosa, and as well as we'll be going over into Northport. We'll be going to various locations, giving out tours to the kids, just spreading some Christmas cheer. We know that there are some parents that are not able to get their kids toys for Christmas. So we want to be able to go out and be a blessing to them and give them some for Christmas and give them something to remember. We'll be at the fairground at 12:30. At 1:30 we'll be in Hayes Court. 2:30 we'll be going to McKenzie Court. At 3:30 we'll be over in Rosedale. And 4:30 we'll be over at the Northport Housing Authority and around that area, giving out tours to the kids. We all, a group of young people, we all have a passion to give. It's a good feeling to be able to give, especially when God has put you in a position to do so. And that's one of our main purposes is showing that there's still some potential within this generation. There's still some good being done, and as well as we have some people involved that are in the streets, or that have been in the streets that also, they come out with us and do some good deeds. Show that it's some good to it. Trying to bring some light on our generation. So many times when you hear about our generation, it's always about one of us being killed or killing one another or robbing somebody. It's not a lot of positive light being shined on our generation. So we want to be the positive light of our generation. We're trying to change up the narrative of our generation, are doing some positive things throughout the community. And I think that's one of the key things with the YCL, with Young City Leaders, and not just Young City Leaders, but also developing Young City Leaders. Like I said, we got some guys that are in the streets, that really run the streets that are part of us and they help us. They come out and volunteer with what we're doing. Especially with our previous event that we did for Thanksgiving, we went out to various locations, various places throughout the city, as well as we went to Northport, and we fed the homeless, and we had some of those guys come out and volunteer and give, and just to be able to bless somebody and help somebody, um, it's a good feeling. And to be able to have conversation with them as well, you learn a lot and you hear a lot of stuff. So it was definitely a great experience, and we're making it our mission, like I said, to bring light on our generation and reach as many as young people that we can, and to get them to climb aboard and go out into the community and let's do some good. Let's occupy our time with good. You spend your time giving all day and putting in work out in the community. You're tired at the end of the day. So that's one of our main goals and missions with the YCL. Also, the YCL is trying to inform everybody of different things in our community to help better the community all in itself. Um, they're working on, well, of course, we did, well, they've done things for Thanksgiving, Christmas is the next plan, and even something in January that's in the works right now. I'm talking about early January is that. So it's not a one and done type situation with these young city leaders. They're actually stepping up to the plate, and we'd like for folks to take notice of these young people out there trying to make a difference in their neighborhoods, the neighborhoods that they're growing up in, that they've been in their whole entire life, and if we all pull together with them, there can be a nice change that happens in our neighborhood.
And Mike, that tour drive once again is set for Friday the 23rd. That's correct.
That's great. Yes, sir.
And you're gonna go to different locations for us: the JC Fairground, Hayes Court, McKenzie Court, Rosedale Apartments, and Northport Housing Authority areas also. So
I
um,
think Craig too, right, Mello? Yeah, we're gonna try that. We have anything left over, then we'll go to those locations as well. Those are just definite locations, just based off what we already have that we know we'll be able to go and give to.
and so what right now the young city leaders are asking for a cash app donation or a monetary donation or a free toy. I mean, a unwrapped toy that you can purchase and get it to them, and a good number to contact them at. What's a good number?
205 393 7789.
Okay, and that's for anyone that would like to make a donation. We ask you to share the flyer. Go to my Facebook page and share the flyer of the upcoming event. This is hosted by DJ
We
Mello and
just had Zay join on with us.
okay,
Yeah.
good, good.
Also, another thing that we want to make sure that if you know anybody who is on down on their luck this holiday season and they got some kids that would benefit from this, if you can kind of share their names with the YCL and make sure that we can try to get them some. We can try to get them um, a toy this Christmas. I want everybody to have something.
Will do.
Minnesota.
But I think this is a great thing to see the initiative that the young city leaders are taking to put together a positive Christmas event that's taking place on the 23rd of February. I mean December, and this is the initiative. This is just the beginning of seeing young people stepping forward and taking a legal position in this community of helping. I mean, like I said, you cannot never have enough help. Uh, Young, old, male, female, black or white, it doesn't matter. It's all coming together to make this community good. Yeah, did we have a bad situation happen today? Yes, but we don't know the details. We can't say it was a young person or an old person that did it or didn't do it. But right now, we're gonna stay positive. Look at the positive output of what we can or what they can do in our community.
Yes, sir. I would also like to say that everybody who look at it and see young, you see the word young and you kind of tune out. That's not necessarily how we want y'all to look at that. It's not that. Our young city leaders are just that. They are for future in your city. So it behooves us to try to help them in every single way that we possibly can. And they will be running this city, and it's gonna be shorter than you think it's gonna be. Shorter than you think it's gonna be. I was told by Walt Madison himself that he wants to be able to hand the reins of governorship. Now I'm just saying what he said to us. He wants to be able to hand the reins off to one of our youth. So this is where it begins, and if we, like I said, if we all work together, we should be able to make the change that we've been looking for in Tuscaloosa for as long as I can remember.
Well, we'll take any phone calls if anyone would like to call in and ask questions to the young city leaders. You can call 310-6067 or 826-7661. Preferably call 205-310-6067. I didn't hear you, Mike.
I was asking Zed if there was anything he wanted to say.
Oh, okay.
Um, I'm good. Okay.
Once again, a toy drive is being held by young city leaders of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Um, they're taking the initiative of doing their first annual Christmas toy drive that's going to take place on Friday, December the 23rd. That's 2 days before Christmas. Mello, will these toys be wrapped or unwrapped, or do you prefer them to be wrapped? Are you looking for what age bracket are y'all looking for mostly?
Ages 6 to 12, age 6 to 12, 13, 14 ish. Yeah, some in that range.
Okay.
It don't matter if it's wrapped or not. um, it's just in my request that it is a new toy. Um, we don't want any used toys. We don't want nothing that you wouldn't get for your child or your grandchild.
Right.
I can't stress that enough.
And those of you who like to make a monetary donation, you can Cash App. If you got Cash App, you can send a Cash App donation to money sign YCL Tuscaloosa. And that will get you directly to the young city leaders of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. They're doing their annual Christmas drive. This is an annual Christmas toy drive on
The
Friday.
first thing, the first.
It's the first annual Christmas toy drive that's being held Friday, December 23rd. Please, we encouraging people to share this. If you don't mind, share the flyer. I will have it up on my Facebook page. You can share it, and
On the Sound Booth Radio Facebook page, on my Facebook page, I think it's on Mello's Facebook page. Hey, I think you got it on your page too, right? Hi, yes, sir. Okay, and so it's on several different pages right now. If you see this, please share it. Like it and share it. We want to make sure as many people know about this as possible. That's one thing that seems to happen in our community is we don't tend to find out about things till it's late. We have also, in which, the YCL is gonna show up too on Saturday. Um, Joseph Eatman, which he was gonna try to call in tonight, but I don't know if he's gonna make it. An event he has going on in McDonald Hughes Center on Saturday. Also, um, and it's Miller. You remember everything? I know. Yeah, 3 on 3. 9. It's supposed to be 9 to 5, 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock this Saturday. I'm supposed to be a 3 on 3 basketball tournament, $2,000 cash prize. As well as free registration. The start time for the actual game tournament starts at 1. There'll be a performance by Bama Cheer and Dancing Stars at 2. And a 3 point and was a free throw shootout. Yeah, 3-point shootout, and all proceeds will go to the Social to VA Center.
Okay.
This is going back on this Saturday, in which and they're still looking. They're still looking for teams right now. So it's a team of 3, and that prize is $1,000. So I could use if I can shoot. I'll go out there and shoot. I think you remember the age range for that 3 on 3? I think it's I want to say 18 and up. 18 and up. So if you're not too, if you don't feel too old and you can use $2,000.
Okay, Joseph say he on. Joseph, if you will call Mike at 310-6067, 205-310-6067, and that'll get you in touch with us about what's going on. We'll give him a few minutes while he do that, and we'll take a real quick little break. Hold on, Mike. Give him time to
All right.
Get your event jumping with Caroline Shines and Impulse Band. Impulse Band has been together for over 7 years, and they haven't missed a beat yet. The band has and will play in various venues and doesn't mind traveling to you. Being led by Alabama Blues Hall of Famer herself, Mrs. Caroline Shine. Impulse has opened up for Bobby Rush, L.J. Eccles, Tank, Fantasia, Calvin Richardson, just to name a few. The Impulse Band will surely fit your need for entertainment. Dial 205-887-6859 or 205-887-5026. Or you can just email them at shinesbrightly@yahoo.com. Caroline Shines and Impulse, the band made just for you.
All right, we're back, Mike.
Still choppy. You know, are you down in the country? Nah, I'm right here.
We're back on, Mike. I'm not sure if he called in or not.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Go ahead, Mike. We're back up, Mike. Did he call in yet? Huh?
Yeah, are we back on there?
Yeah, we back.
I heard so.
Yeah, we back. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, we have Coach Joseph Eaton on the line with us as well, with the YCL. Hey, how's it going, everybody? How you doing? I'm good. How are y'all?
Good,
Doing
good.
good, doing good. I think somebody got us turned up a little loud in the background. Okay. Hey, Coach Evan, can you tell us a little bit about what you got going on Saturday? Event going on the youth center. We got a lot of moving, so we got a free basketball tournament with $1,000 cash prize for the champion of that 3-on-3 tournament. We also have a pop-up shop going on in the event center, as well as we have inflatable games for kids with prizes and also food trucks as well. All going on at the same time. At 1 o'clock, we'll have our Nothing But Net competition, which is a fundraiser for the Tuscaloosa VA Medical Center. Basically, the concept of that is we've got local businesses that have sponsored different shooters here. State officials, we've got some state officials. We've got Chris England, AJ McCampbell, Fitzgerald Washington. We also have some local officials, Kip Tyner, Erica Grant, as well as Sergeant Sebo Sanders. And those are just a few, as well as some representatives from the VA Medical Center that will be shooting. And we've got businesses that have basically sponsored and said they'll donate a certain amount per made free throw that they make in that Nothing But Net competition. We'll also have performances. I think Bama Cheer will definitely be there. We're still working with Dancing Stars to make sure they're going to be there. But it should be a great event with the vendors and the events for the kids, as well as the 3-on-3 tournament going on all at the same time. It sounds good, Coach. And it'll be real nice if we can get Daryl McKenzie to go out there and shoot a couple shots. Hey, we'd love to have Daryl. Daryl, you want to shoot some free throws?
Man, I'm not in my best condition right this minute, man. If you got me a little earlier.
I can't promise you'll be the best shooter out there, but I promise you won't be the worst. Looking at the list of shooters we got, I promise you will be somebody. Curtis Travis is also shooting, so I promise you won't be the worst free throw.
Oh man.
Is he gonna shoot underhanded? I don't know. I haven't seen Curtis' shot, so we'll see.
Sounds like it's gonna be interesting. And you say it's $2,000 or $1,000?
It's a $2,000 cash prize to the winner.
Woo! Man, we gotta get that out there. I hadn't seen that posted yet.
If my eyes was messed up, I'd go out there and shoot. I still got hit the 2 in. I reckon. Darren, you need to get your team, man. Come on out and win the money.
Man, if I was in shape, these young boys, they can cross over me about 3 times before I ain't move. I ain't got it.
You know, we go out there and play there when we get to the house, we're going to have that ice bath.
Man.
And it can't WD-40.
Is this half court? I hope this half court though.
It is 3-on-3 half court. It is. Okay, cause you would run a court.
No, I can run a half court.
Just lay down on the court.
Oh
yeah.
But man, that sounds good.
No, they probably would kill us. I don't know what kind of game they got.
Well, we definitely gonna put it out there.
Leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Yeah, but it should be a fun day. We got a lot of people involved. We got a lot of local officials involved, and we've been pushing it on social media as well as the radio. And I'm supposed to go on VUA, so here tomorrow. So we should have some good support for it, and look forward to everybody coming out. It's a free event. The 3-on-3 tournament is free. Of course, the pop-up shop, that won't be free. We'll have local vendors, selling items, as well as food trucks as well. And Shelton will have some giveaways, as well as Town Square Media will have some free giveaways as well.
And all this taking place at the McDonough Youth Center, correct?
All that's at the McDonough Youth Center, yes, sir.
Okay.
We were just talking about the fact that it's Christmas time and these pop-up shops is a good opportunity for you to go out there and get some unique Christmas gifts for some people. So definitely a good good thing for everybody. It sounds like it's something for everybody. A good thing for the whole entire family to go out and everybody have something to do. Um, the 3-on-3 basketball tournament is it open to women also, Coach? It's open to women as well. Yes. Yes. Veronica, not discriminate. Veronica, you want to go out there and shoot your song? I know you can use $2,000.
I think Veronica on the other end right this moment.
Okay, she got quiet.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
There. Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I had to leave for a second.
Well, when you get you a team together, you can go get you $2,000 if you got shot.
To do what now, Mike?
If you can get you three girls, get you two other girls together, you got to go out there and win y'all $2,000.
I'm not breaking my fingernail.
She's not gonna break her fingernail. Okay. I just want to coach somebody for the $2,000. Any takers? Yeah, you can get to. You just want somebody money, huh? So you just want. So you went. Hold on. You want to cut as the coach? You want to cut as the coach? Yeah, Mike said he gonna coach him and get his cut. Yeah. He the GM. He the general manager. That's right. Hey, I can't play so. Most coaches played. I played good at one time. So I just can't do it no more. Look, if you can't enter, you can't coach. I can limit you. No, you always enter somebody else's song. You need to enter yourself. If you can't enter, you can't coach. You can't get nobody money. I can see a scene right now when that money get in, they looking like Coach who? I'm open too. I didn't try to get Daryl out there, and I didn't try to get Veronica out there, and they didn't want to do it.
I can't make it, Mike. I can't make it.
I guess now all I got is Zay and Mello. Yeah, now them young guys might do it for you, Mike. Them young guys might do it for you. They got quiet on me. They ain't said nothing, so I don't know. I ain't no basketball player. I don't know about that. I missed out just like I did the lottery. Okay. But once again, it's something that's going on for everybody this Saturday. There's a lot of stuff going on. We have what's going on Saturday. We have what's going on the 23rd, and I don't know. I don't know if we discussing January yet. Are we discussing in between all the coach and Zay Mello? We hold it. Okay. So it's just a lot of things that is for the betterment for the community. If you look at the flyer, the word unity is right there in the community flyer. So, and it's okay. Want to make sure that everybody knows that this is for everybody in Tuscaloosa. So it's not just for a certain few people. It's for everybody. So please come on out to the McDonald Youth Center this Saturday at 9 a.m. I think registration is from 9 to 10, right, for the 3-on-3? Yes, we're going to continue registration from 9 to 10, and we're going to try to start the first game around 10:30. Right. So y'all please don't be on CP time. We really need y'all to go ahead on and register if you're going to register. So we keep everything flowing at a good pace. There will be food trucks out there, so it'll be something for you to eat out there, as well as the vendors, and for the kids. So you can bring the little kids out there, bounce houses. They might let some of us grown folks go in the bounce house. I don't know. So, I'll let you. We'll have the inflatable games. So we'll have baseball, basketball. We'll have inflatable games. We don't really do the bouncy houses. Okay. We do the inflatable games to where they come play the games, and we'll have different prizes like fidget spinners and puzzles and all that kind of stuff to give out to the kids. But there you go. Something for everybody. And also, I think that YCL, y'all gonna be out there. Y'all gonna be taking the donations for toys out there. It's pretty sure. We'll be there. Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there. So if y'all do have the toys that y'all wanna donate to the toy drive, y'all be able to donate those toys as well.
I see Lala tuned in with us. Lisa Young, NAACP. She'd like to call in and add anything. I don't know if they'll be doing membership drive there or not. But it sounds like it's gonna be a good day of activities from what 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's a pretty good time.
Yes, sir. That's all they saying. We got something going on. Ain't no football going on, so might as well. In my opinion.
Well,
So,
we appreciate it, man. We appreciate it, and hopefully I'll get a chance to come by there. I got a lot of stuff going on Saturday. Matter of fact, I'm trying to look for a flyer that I'm supposed to make an announcement about. Let's see, West Alabama. Hold on, let me find it, Mike. I gotta find it. I'm supposed to have the flyer put out too. Well, anyway, I think it's the Black Chamber of Commerce is hosting a Christmas ball this coming Saturday at McKinstry Hall. And proceeds, or they're doing a fundraiser. I think you can get tickets on Eventbrite. I gotta find it though. Gotta find it. Now I'll see can she come on Thursday if I can have more information on that. I can't find it right this minute. Also,
okay.
January, Miss Dottie Peoples. I'm sorry, Miss Dottie Peoples is coming to Tuscaloosa. So that's gonna be a great gospel act that's coming. Dottie Peoples. I got that also. Now I see can I line that up there. Have Reverend Hawkins on the program with us also. So Dottie Peoples is coming in January. A lot of activities coming up.
Absolutely. So, um, we're not just gonna be sitting around here being stagnant this upcoming year. We're gonna try to make everything here in the city and county area try to get some notoriety for our youth and and try to build up the community, try to bring everybody together, all this stuff from here on out. But yeah, we're starting right now. Is what we're trying to do.
You're right. Once again, anyone that'd like to make a donation by Cash App, you can contact. You can Cash App this number. I mean YCL Tuscaloosa at money sign YCL Tuscaloosa. No amount too large, no amount too small. And all these proceeds will be going toward the first annual toy drive held by Tuscaloosa very own Young City Leaders. That's going to take place on Friday, February the 23rd.
Yeah. And Darren, you do have Coach Eaton's flyer for the McDonald Youth Center, right?
I'm looking for it on Facebook, and I will post it. I have it for Thursday. I'm looking for it now.
Okay. I think I sent it to your messenger too. So um,
You send it to me.
Yeah, I sent you a message.
Okay, I'll get it from there then. Got it. Okay, I'll post it in.
So, you got anything else you want to say before we let you go? Well, if you already know.
Okay.
Coach?
Yeah, I think they're gone.
Okay.
Well, I appreciate the guys for coming on. Young City Leaders, we appreciate y'all coming in once again on the program, and we will post those flyers, get it out on what's going on right here locally in Tuscaloosa. So I think DJ Marlo.
Mello, y'all got anything else y'all want to say before we let y'all go? You understand that? No, yeah, just like I said, like Mr. McKinstry said, no amount is too small or too large. Um, feel free to give us a call if you have any new purchase toys that you would like to donate. If you know of a family in need, some kids, give us a call and please let us know what we can do to help. Once again, like I said, we're just trying to shine some positive light on our generation. There's so much going on right now, so much violence and stuff of that nature. We wanna be the light of it. So that's about it. Support us, please. You simply sharing that support for us. You never know who will see it and decide to give. So please share it. And Mr. Kitchen, we thank you for your donation as well, man. We really appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. Man of my word. Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
And Mel, I'm gonna holler at you. We thank you too, man. So yeah, please, if y'all see these flyers, go ahead on and share them. The YPL and the community um, in the Downey Youth Center this coming Saturday. Go ahead and share that one as well. The one thing that seems to always seem to happen is when we have an event, and a lot of people say, I didn't know anything about it. And that's one thing we're going to have to try to nip in the bud. Like, folks need to know about all the stuff that we have going on, especially when it's for the community, it's for the kids, it's for the parents, it's for everybody, it's something for everybody. Um, Come on out, support. We support each other. Everybody. Right?
All right, man. Appreciate it. All right, what's up next? What's up next, Mike? What's next? What's next? Let me take a quick break and we'll come back. I want to bring up something about this transfer portal. I want to get into that little heated battle about that. We'll be right back.
Hello? Hey, Rick. I had to call you to tell you that the food that you brought to the party last night was wonderful. It made me think about my grandmother's cooking. Where did you get that food, brother? I went down to Thomas Rib Shack to pick up the ribs, but when I got there, I seen that they had more than just ribs. I seen baked chicken, fried chicken, corn muffins, vegetables, apple pie, peach pie, and I looked around and I seen a sign that told me that they got chitlins and oxtails on Sunday. Oh. All I can tell you, go down to 2931 15th Street or just give them a call like I did at area code 205-759-5010. Thomas Rib Shack, Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Get your event jumping with Caroline Shines and Impulse Band. Impulse Band has been together for over 7 years, and they haven't missed a beat yet. The band has and will play in various venues and doesn't mind traveling to you. being led by Alabama Blues Hall of Famer herself, Mrs. Caroline Shine. Impulse has opened up for Bobby Rush, L.J. Eccles, Tank, Fantasia, Calvin Richardson, just to name a few. The Impulse Band will surely fit your need for entertainment. Dial 205-887-6859 or 205-887-5026. Or you can just email them at shinesbrightly@yahoo.com. Caroline Shines and Impulse, the band made just for you.
Well, we're back. We're back. Veronica, you back? You on? You good?
Kind of perturbed right now. This Georgia race is definitely 50-50. It's ridiculous.
I was trying to look. I seen something came across my phone. I thought it was going to declare a winner yet.
Well, right now,
I think it's still too close.
Right now, it's 50.3. It was at first he had a good lead, and then looking at the map, it's basically just pockets of blue. If he wins, it's going to be due to the metro area, of course, because these people will nominate a barking dog if they felt like he could carry a conservative seat in the Senate. Right now, it's 50.3, like 1,513,482 Warnock, 1,497,416 Walker. So he is barely behind, and then it's 87% in. So depending on where that other 13% comes in, if it's not the metro area, he's not going to be reelected.
Truthfully, most of the time they do tend to count well, in my opinion, they tend to count the like the Cal County and all that. They tend to count them later because they are predominantly black, and those people go to the polls later.
Okay, so he just got another 2,000. This is really
Who did?
Really. Walker.
Wow.
Warnock's went up, but he's still like 15. Walker just got another 2,000 as we speak. It's still saying 67% in. The good thing about it is that they'll continue to have that slim majority even if they don't get it. But that being said, we needed him because we always got that Manchin and Sinema who for some stupid reason decides to hold out. Manchin, I understand he represents basically a red state. I don't know how he got elected. I guess, money, promises, and pats on the back and hand swaps. But Sinema, she's ridiculous. It's like, even when Manchin is on board, she finds a way to throw a monkey wrench in everything. So, with us having the one being up right now, having the majority, he would just add to it in case one of them decides they want to cut the book, and then you got Kamala for the tiebreaker. But I mean, we almost just going to be right back at square one, where if you get one or two of the Democrats to go side with them, the tiebreaker doesn't matter. Kamala's vote won't matter. And he just went to 1.5. So they're basically 15,000 votes apart. And it's only 87 still counted. Of course, Cobb County, Warnock just demolished. He won. But right now, it's like 15,000. I just don't understand, like, what happened between if they're holding this hatred for Biden against Warnock, or, you know what, I really don't think that's what it is. I think maybe some of the Republicans who didn't come out to vote when he ran last time are out to vote now.
I think that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happens every time we have an election. If the person wins that they don't want to win, the next time, oh, I didn't vote last time. I'm not gonna make that mistake again. And that's what Republicans wind up doing, and
it's just getting closer
we're
and
gonna
closer. They were 16,000 apart, 15,000 now to 11,000, less than 11,000. Hey, right, since this is a runoff, all it takes is one.
Right.
Just one person, one more person than him. I cannot believe. Yes, I can, because they know if they say bark Herschel, he's gonna bark. If they say jump, Herschel's gonna say how high. If he says sit, he's gonna say where. They know that. So what better? Not even the fact that he's a former Georgia football player says that these people are voting. It's because he's endorsed by who he's endorsed by. And then today, the craziest thing happened that the judge found his organization guilty of. I didn't even look at it because my thing is the Trump organization found guilty by a judge today. So what does that mean for him though? He's still running for president. Who by the organization? So who does that mean? What does that mean? I'm like, had this been, look at Kyrie. No matter if you agree with Kyrie or not, look at Kyrie. No matter how you feel about what he said, what he said, people truly believe. He's not the only one that believes that. But he's not preaching harm against anybody. He's not saying. I even heard a Democrat today, Anchorman, said that they can't give him away. So how does that sound to me? You know, you all up in the roar about what he said about his beliefs about a certain group of people. But how do you sound saying they can't give him away as a basketball player? Sometimes you need to watch your words. They watch every word Deion said. Deion made a statement that if you don't elevate, you get terminated. So they're taking that to run with saying, so you're saying Colorado has elevated you from Jackson, so so they weren't good enough. You know, you have to be careful with words a lot of times because people will play on words. And even when they play on them, you can get them straight. You know, you can set people straight. But it's just funny to me how it's the picks and chooses. It's who can say things and who can't.
What's your opinion about? And I was gonna say this for Thursday, but we might as well talk about it now. I mean, what you think? Was it a good decision that Sanders went on to Colorado, or did you? I mean, were you expecting that to be something he was gonna do? He did indicate he was not gonna turn down a good offer.
I feel like he should have, or I won't say should have, because he knows what he should have done. But I feel like maybe a couple more seasons, kind of even put that out there a little bit more that he's he's in the market because a lot of people are blaming Dion, but you never know. Like I heard a guy say earlier today, what does that say about Colorado? To see what he said that his goal was at Jackson State, at a historically black, college university. See what his goals were. To see what he took that team to within 3 seasons. What does that say about them that we got to get him? You know, I feel like it is an opportunity, but before you just come down on Dion, what about them? It's a divide and conquer mentality for me. They don't care about. They knew black people would feel a certain way. Now they have said that they're going to help Jackson with some things because Dion has said a lot of people aren't paying that attention to the fact that he's going to help them as much as he can, but this is not his new job, and he's going to be being pulled left, right, up, down, all kinds of ways. But Colorado, what I've heard, said that they'll support them in some way, and I'm sure they mean it financially. But a lot of people are saying pass the baton, but pass the baton to who? Who's going to be able to go down there with the way he left things? Yes, he has new things, new facilities and stuff like that. But who has? It's not really about passing the baton. It's about there's only one Dion, so there's going to have to be that person that's also going to be considered. There's only one person. Somebody said something about Shannon Sharp. I'm like, Shannon Sharp don't identify around people. If you know a lot about Shannon Sharp, it's going to have to be somebody. And I don't know if they'll be at Jackson, but it's going to have to be somebody who can make a big impact again. And they're saying, like, I heard a comedian say, well, y'all, what if Dion has to come back? What if it doesn't work out? Y'all are saying all this stuff and y'all doing this, and what if he has to come back? best you believe me, if he hadn't come back, they'd still take him back. So that's why I see both sides of it. I just see the side from the people who are angry because I feel like there are kids waiting to sign this week. And so now they have to decide, okay, Coach Prime, can you take me with you since I haven't signed yet? Do I need to wait? You know, can I sign with you here in Colorado? But then he's in the process of figuring out who's going to stay and who's not there. Because I think their quarterback got in the portal. And he said his son's going to have to earn it. But as soon as they found out he was coming, they said their quarterback got in the portal. Because his son is a great quarterback. So I just felt like a lot of times people say it could be handled a different way. My thing is, how can it be handled a different way? When you're presented an opportunity, I mean, you just got to take it when you got to take it. You can't always just, and his goal was to, I'm thinking his goal is to become an NFL coach. So I think his goal was to come there and bring attention to HBCUs, like he said, and then maybe get a Power 5 job. I think it was just a little bit sudden. So I think that's what a lot of people have, right about. But then on the other flip side, you could say, well, when it's too soon? How long? 2 more years, 3 more years? When that time comes, what will people say? Right. I just feel like at the end of the day, you do have to make the decision that's best for you and your family. His children are athletes. It will propel him. So I feel bad for Jackson because they don't know who. It's like, who's going to be their coach?
Well,
I don't know. I see both sides. But being that I do see both sides, I think as an individual, he did what he needed to do, and I'm good with it. Like he did the right thing for him and his family, not just him, but his family. Because a lot of people, I didn't like I said, a lot of times we use words. I didn't like the way he said, well, I'm here in Colorado, a place where there's virtually no crime. So what he's saying about Jackson, some things are self-explanatory that they don't need to be said. I think some of the residents are taking certain things he says the wrong way. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys know it or not, but his locker room and stuff was broken into. They stole, it almost brought him to tears.
Yeah, I remember when he first started.
Yeah, they stole. But with that being said, too, to me, the difference between Dion and any other coach is absolutely nothing. Here, we have had coaches that came here and stayed a year or two and left and went to another program. Because either the money was better or they realized they weren't gonna do nothing. They couldn't do anything here. So he always said he wanted to go to a Power 5 school. And for the longest time, Auburn was talking like they was looking at Dion. So had he gone to Auburn, would that have been a better fit? Would they have been saying the same thing? Would they have been mad at him for going to Auburn in the SEC? And that's most definitely, the one thing that they were upset about was they said he was moving on to a better school. Is it a better school? Yes, because it's a bigger school. It has better facilities. It has better amenities. So it is what it is. Just like if he was to go to, let's say, the next school that offer him something out of Colorado, wind up being somewhere like Notre Dame or of course Florida State. If Florida State had offered him something, he was going there. Or shoot, let's say Ohio State. Would y'all be upset with him for going to any one of those schools? As a coach, they do that all the time. I think the only thing that I would probably kind of somewhat sideways about was how he did go into that locker room and basically say that, hey, this y'all quarterback right here, y'all was 1-11. And really truly with a record like that, at some point the coach get to say, I'm making a whole lot of changes right here. Y'all can buy in or y'all can transfer out. That quarterback that got in the transfer portal, some people know whether or not they never gonna play again. It's based upon the talent that's coming to the school. I'll give you another example. Tyson, he knew he was never ever going to play at the University of Alabama. he went into the transfer portal. Um, Unfortunately, that's just how it is. Most people they decide now that okay, I'm gonna go to this school. Oh, this person right here playing. I'm not gonna be able to play. I'm going somewhere else. Last year you had Ford who left Alabama because Payne said Alabama he never would have ran a snap, but he was in the playoffs last year going to Cincinnati. That's that's that transfer portal all in itself to me. And what Dion did going to Colorado, now personally, I don't know if I would have went to Colorado just because it was Colorado. I think that he'll have more problems if he was anybody else other than Dion recruiting in Colorado. But because he is Dion, I think he'll be all right. But if he had been any other
Because he is Dion, and we can't predict the future, but because he is Dion, if he doesn't, it's gonna be a lot of negative backlash. It's gonna be a lot of people back saying, "I told you so." Just like Coach, what's his name, Robinson, when he said he won sweat, I bet he had a big grin on his face this week. Because my thing is the difference between Dion and other coaches that do it is that how are you elevating when you brought this team to undefeated seasons back to back and now a SWAC championship, and then you going to somebody who during their 1-11. So how's that elevation besides facilities?
Well, part of that is,
I mean,
besides facilities and money,
besides facilities and money, and he said he wasn't in for the money. He even said recently, a day or so ago, I got a bag.
And once again, if you go in there looking at the record, and you go over there and change it, if you go to Colorado and next year they go what 9-4 or 10-2 or something like that. Well, would you consider that to be a success? But in Alabama terms, probably not. But up there, yes.
But I mean, but the wording when you say you either elevate or you get terminated, how are you elevating? You've elevated. So I understand the community. You've elevated this school. You guys are 12-0, and then took 2 years back to back within 3 seasons. I think one of them included the COVID of 2020, but within 3 seasons, you elevated this to an undefeated team, and you just played and won the SWAC championship. And now to go, regardless of what happens later, as of right now, how is that an elevation? So I do understand what the people mean when they say, how is that an elevation? And yes, he did say he wanted to elevate, but my word, so were you just kind of using, I see both sides of it, were you just kind of using us and it happened to work out in our favor as far as our record? Because now those people hit the transport portal and with coach, can I go with you? Can I go with you? So yes, you did it, but now it's like they may be back to where they were next season. Who knows? Who knows? They may get a great coach and not be. They will have facilities. They will have the things that he left and the amenities that he supplied, and the fact that he didn't take a salary and provided a lot of things for them. They will have that. But what made those guys really win, besides their talent, is him being able to recruit the right talent and him being Dion.
Can you hear me?
So as far as like the elevation thing, I wouldn't call it an elevation. I don't care what school it was. If that school that you're going to was 1, 2, and 10 and 1-11, and you just took this team, HBCU, to undefeated and a championship. That's just not an elevation. And the difference in what any other coach had done in this particular situation, I can't compare it all to any other coach because this is prime time. Any other coach is in prime time, and any other coach that will probably leave like that probably wouldn't have been having the success anyway. Coaches leave all the time. Some people even try to compare it to Saban leaving LSU. Saban never said, "Hey LSU, if this don't work out over here in the pros, I'm coming back to y'all." When Saban got ready to come back, hey, because of recruits that he had, Les Miles was doing good over there. So it wasn't like LSU was going. They probably would have won him, But why? It's just like when people saying he could have went to FSU. Why get rid of FSU's coach to get Dion when it's turning around? They have pretty okay season this year compared. So it's like people are trying to compare the different coaches in different situations. And it's he just like Saban. I'm like, when was the last time Saban never promised LSU, if I get out of the pros, I'll come back to you guys. Now he never said I wasn't going back to college, but you guys had a coach, a great coach, and you were doing well. He got a championship. So I don't even know how they're comparing that. That's just like totally apples and oranges to me. I understand Dion as a human being, you have to elevate, and he did make it clear that he was trying to do that. I just feel like it happened so quick. It was within a blink of an eye to the people in Jackson, to that school, to that culture. It was within a blink of an eye. So not saying that he shouldn't. I just understand both sides. It's just a messed up situation. It's a bad situation. And they're talking about people jumping in the transport force, people jumping in the transport force, people, coach, can I come with you? He already know, like he told them. He got his luggage and his Louis. His players Louis Vuitton type players. So I just hated that a lot of people are saying such negative things about it because when you basically when it boils down to it, it's like say it's a business decision. But when you come to a situation where as African American people and black coaches not getting a lot of opportunity, some people are saying it's great, he's a black coach, you got an opportunity to Power 5 that quick. Or some people are saying, well, it's Coach Prime, stick with your boys a little bit longer, then make a move. And I kind of get that. But for those same people, I'm like, okay, well, when would be the right time to make a move? You'll never really be satisfied. But I kind of get it when it's kind of like it wasn't even a whole 3 seasons. It's kind of like 2.5. I just feel like it's a messed up situation. I feel like he was in turmoil about it. But like I said, we never know the behind the scenes. Did Colorado reach out to Dion, or has Dion been reaching out to people? Because he does want to elevate.
I took that statement. You get elevated as if it's just part of the game. It's just part of the system of college football or football in general. I mean, take Auburn's coach and the last Auburn coach. You either win or you get fired. That's how I took it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take it as him being arrogant to Jackson State of saying, "Look, I ain't got elevated. I ain't worried about y'all," and then like that. I just took it
Now,
like,
I don't think the people that I heard that said that, they didn't really take it as him being arrogant about it. They they didn't take it like the wrong way that way. I don't think. I think they're just saying just the bigger picture of it, the consensus of it. You've come here this quickly, and you've done this, and you said that you were here. You were trying to. You weren't worried about NILs. You were worried about NFL. What HBCUs could have a coach like you and get even more players in the NFL? Look at how he signed the guy that the Bama's couldn't get. I can't remember the young man's name. But look at how he did that. He did a lot of great things within 2.5, I'd say 2 or 3 quarters of the season. So when he said that, I don't think that they meant I don't think that they said it like meant it like he said it in an arrogant way. From the people, like I know a couple of people in Jackson, I know people that went to Jackson. I think they feel like he didn't maybe even think. You know how like we say things sometimes and it's like, man, I should have reworded that. Kind of like the situation where he says, there's practically no crime here. Like, why was that even necessary to say? So I
yeah,
understand people when they say that.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, and so when he said to elevate, I don't think he meant to like, oh, I ain't thinking about him. I just think he meant to like, well, you've been saying you sweat. You said who was you and you ain't sweat, right? But now you're talking about you elevate. So you elevate above sweat. I think some people took it like maybe not an arrogant way, but just kind of like, okay, well, we already know they think that they're elevations anyway. Like we the bottom anyway.
yeah. You have to
I just
choose
think
one.
it was like a play on words. I think some people got it there, like you got it. I think other people kind of, because they upset anyway, probably kind of went a little deep into what it was as far as like you said being arrogant. But I think in general, most people got it that he wasn't saying, "Oh, I ain't thinking about y'all." You know, so I think because I know he's had conversations with each of those players and those who want to come. He, like he said, he knows what he got, and he coming. And he ain't. And he just like he told Colorado, he told them to hit the portal. You know, so because he got he know what he got. I don't think he quite should have said that yet, but but because playing SWAC, playing Power Five is a little bit different.
Don't be a whole lot different.
Competition is a little bit different. So don't be just telling folks to hit the portal, even though they 1-11. Don't be telling folks to hit the portal like that.
It's absolutely different, just like each conference is different. That's why Auburn's former coach, when he got down
That's
here,
what I said. It's like the Power Five. You going from some SWAC from HBCU to Power Five. So don't be just telling folks to the Power Five to hit the portal like that. I get what he was saying. Because all of them, from what I'm getting, maybe that team was undisciplined. He was talking a lot about maybe the way they've been acting for like a couple of decades, he said. So I kind of get what he meant. But still, at the same time, when you think about your boys you bring in, if you're saying that to these boys here in Colorado, at least one thing about the boys in Colorado, they have been playing amongst the Pac-12. But you bring the boys who just been playing, and that's not to say that the talent is not better, but we all know that the PWIs have the majority of the talent if you were to compare the two, regardless of what Power 5 is. Just Power 5 in general, all five. So it's a little bit different. Don't be too cocky, too arrogant when you say, now that to me was a little bit cocky. Because you bring guys that's want to sweat. And I think that they're great players. But they're going to be the competition that the guys that he's bringing with him, the competition they've been playing, is not the competition they're about to play.
I agree.
So certain things you got to be careful with the way you word things. Whether people like it or not, if people make plays on words.
But once again, if you got a good coach, he feel like he's a good coach, he can coach him up to play at that level. I think that's what he's looking at.
I mean, it's like he can't give you talent. It's like he said himself, he can coach you to bring the dog out of you, but at the same time, he still can't give you talent. He can bring the most dog out of them possible, but yet they're still playing Power 5 football right now.
I get that, but if he's bringing people there, he already know what talent they possess. And he's going to get the best out of the talent that he has. And if he's feeling like he's that good of a coach to do just that, then
I think he does. I think he does, but I also understand that he himself said, I can coach you. I can't give you talent. I can pull the talent out of you, but I can't give you talent. And what I'm saying is, if we're going to be realistic on the talent level, he's taking guys who probably can play in the SEC. I'm sure a lot of them can. But the talent they've been playing, it's just like when Bama plays certain teams and they play down. It's just like Georgia. Like they got the little Bama formula going on right now. We talked about how they played Missouri close. When Georgia played down, they ain't really need to play up with Missouri. But when you talking about a bunch of players from SWAC mixed in with maybe enough that have a 1-11 season or whatever, 2-10 or whatever, and then now you got to go and play UCLA and USC leaving in a couple of years, but you got to go play the Oregons and the rest of the pack or whatever. Like he said, I can bring the dog out of you, but I can't give you talent. I understand. I get that what he's saying. He can coach anybody up. Nick Saban is the best coacher upper there is. And look at Alabama this year. And look at Alabama. Look at 12 already in the portal from Alabama. Alabama's over there. My Alabama over there collapsing. And I honestly think that these players are leaving because they know something. We know these coaches ain't going nowhere. We want them to go somewhere. So you can be the best coacher upper there is, but you can't give them talent. And you also can diminish the talent if you don't have the right staff around. I'm quite positive he's going to have the right staff. But the rumor that I heard about him going after Golden, I don't know if he want to do that. I don't even think Pete Golden would go play with Deion. Pete Golden be looking like he just rolled up out the bed. Saban a little relaxed now. You ain't going to be looking like that with Deion.
What you think about all these people jumping in the portal though? I'm having my right now. It's just beginning to be a little too much. I mean,
It is.
It's gonna backfire. It's gonna backfire because now you having people have an opportunity to go and transfer yearly. They don't have to wait there. You don't have to sit out their year for
yeah,
eligibility.
exactly.
They don't,
That's what
you
I'm
know,
saying.
what I'm saying, hey, I thought I was gonna play starting here. I ain't playing starting here, but if I go to this team that's mediocre, I know I'm better than this player, so I'll go here and start. And they'll do that. They'll do that until they get to a place where they're starting. College football is supposed to be meant to the best player plays. Period. And now it's kind of like, well, I ain't the best person on this team, so I'm gonna transfer out.
Hmm. Well, you got Tyson. You brought up Tyson a few minutes ago. He back in the portal. I mean, how many times can you get in the portal?
As long as you got eligibility.
Okay, let's.
Tyson came to the University of Alabama solely because of the fact of tradition. He is the Bears' great grandson, and they thought that, okay, well, he gonna stole it. So then he thought, okay, well, Talia, he leaving, so I'll be there. Well, when Talia, the reason why Talia wasn't starting was because another quarterback came in named Bryce Young. Mm. So what did Talia do? Talia transferred up to Maryland. He followed. I feel like if you're a junior classification, I understand it because you only have so much opportunity to be seen. If you're a junior or you're about to be a senior next, I think that may be one of the reasons they removed the sit out thing. Because you got a lot of people who they're not the red shirt, gray shirt, they just straight in, like Bryce came straight in. And due to the C19 years and the fact that he's just a junior, he still has 2 years eligibility. But normally, a lot of times, some people come straight in. If they come straight in, they got 4 years. They may count up the back up the first year, count up back up the second year. Somebody get a little antsy because they want to be seen. Because I mean, to me, people's goal is to go pro. Some people know that they aren't, but more people want to play college football for the reason they want to go pro. I would feel like you're not going to be. You feel like you're not going to be seen. You're going to dip because you only got 1 to 2 more years of eligibility left. And I get that, and I agree with you. I think that was what they should have. They should have made it to the point where if you're a junior, you can do that without having to sit out that final year. But if you're a freshman coming in, oh, I ain't gonna never play. Transfer portal. Oh, I ain't playing here either, so transfer portal again. Because to be told, there was a couple of people that left Alabama that if they had that opportunity to do that, ain't no telling what school they would have wound up in. I'm talking about Phil Sims and what's his name, Star Jackson. They went to little small schools and well, I think Phil Sims went to Virginia Tech, but they probably would have went to other schools that they felt like they would have started it. So if you had that opportunity back then, it's just a whole lot of stuff that's going on now. And then you got in the speculation. I don't know how true it is because they said A&M did it. That's the reason why Nick Saban and Jimbo was into it at the beginning of the season. The schools are paying these players to come out there now. Well, if they did, A&M so didn't take advantage of what they were paying them kids. And a lot of them kids is in transfer portal at A&M. Well, I understand.
Yeah,
I think it's a great disruption. I think it should be revisited and some guidelines put on it.
Absolutely.
New guidelines put on
it. It got to be revisited.
Just imagine you could be a freshman, you could even be a redshirt freshman. Oh, I don't think somebody else coming in next year. Let me go. Okay, by the time you're a junior, you probably been to 3 schools if you're that type of person. It's just kind of like a job. People who Some people go to the job and they say, you tell them, man, they working at so and so, then they working at so and so. So each year they hopping around like that. It's actually honestly possible that somebody could do that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But here's what it's affecting, though. It's affecting the scholarship process. In other words, Nick, let's just, I'm using it for example. I'm a recruit. I'm a 4-star recruit, and I want to play receiver or running back, whatever. And Nick chooses a 5-star over me, which I really want to go to Alabama. I want to play for Alabama. And I got the grades to get to Alabama. But he want to do what they call what, gray shirt. You know how they put these kids on gray shirts now and say, if somebody leave, you up next or whatever. Well, now I gotta say either I'm gonna accept that or go to a college that I don't really want to play for. But then the guy that you chose over me, he comes, don't cut the mustard, and jumps in the portal, and he gone. I think it got to be revisited. It's too much. It's too much jumping ship when things don't go your way. That's just. I'm gonna tell you what this reminds me of. It reminds me of separation of the high schools.
Yeah.
I
And
ain't.
I agree. I think that this right here puts it to the point where I don't really have to work that extra hard to make myself that better player to be that number one player because well dang, he just better than me. I just go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Y'all hold up, y'all. They saying that Warnock is the projected winner.
Huh?
I ain't even cut you off. They saying Warnock is the projected winner. They say, but it's 95% in, so they're still counting. But NBC News has projected him as the winner.
Oh, good.
So that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That thing had me worried right there. They had me perturbed. It's crazy enough already. They took control of the house, not by like the way they thought, but still they have a slim control. Slim, you know, they have slim control of the house. So this is a good thing. This is a good thing. 51 Democrats and 49 Republicans. And then this is so annoying. They're saying at this hour, y'all have projected him to win. Stop counting. Stop counting. Listen to me. Come on, stop counting. If they do that, they'll be doing pulling the Trump on that.
yeah. but this my thing is this. Well, I'm maybe it's just me, but you see what time it is, and they still counting, and they just not calling. If that I promise you, I feel like if that had been Alabama and the polls closed at 7 o'clock, at 7:30 they would have projected all the ones.
Well, plus you have to realize Georgia has much greater population too.
And when I give you
And they
that,
said that they got a much greater population, and even though they broke records with early voting, a lot of the conservatives didn't go out to vote until today.
I understand that, but I also know that most times they call something and you still have hundreds of people, sometimes thousands of people in a line still waiting to vote when they call a winner. I still cannot understand that in this state.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's just me, and perhaps maybe I'm ignorant to it all, but I still can't figure that one out. Because it's almost like you saying at 7 o'clock, we're not going to count y'all vote, but y'all can vote anyway, but we're not going to count y'all vote. Even though these people been sitting out here for hours at a time waiting to vote. And once again, our whole entire problem is most folks are having to wait till they get off of work to go and vote. So what can we do?
Yeah, I mean, I just hope that people continue to see that voting can work. I mean, Georgia is a typical. I mean, it's a typical example. I mean, it's not the typical example, but it's right here, present day example, right here in our face that it worked with Warnock and can't think of the other guy's name. When they elected the first back in the first Jewish person. So tonight, even though every Republican came up out of the woodwork, every known Republican came out of the woodwork to push this man, and it looked really close for a long time. It can still work. Voting still can work. It works. You just have to.
Yeah, they went
Sometimes
to have the county and got them voted today, didn't
sometimes the vote don't turn out the way you want it, but times like this show you that there are times that it can. But as far as back to the forum, yeah, I think it's needed, but I think it needs revisiting some of the stipulations to it. Because I think it's a good thing. Because like the young man that left and went to Georgia that time, I can't think of his name. Kirby first left. Um, if they hadn't had the portal in, it wouldn't have been such a big issue. They was mad because they were saying something about Nick and wouldn't let him go, and he finally got over there. But I do think the portal is good for players, but it shouldn't be so chemical and forth. And then the thing about Alabama, some of these players were so eager to get, they was declaring they were going to the portal before December 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Something is not right over there. And not to say that Coach Saban is losing it, because he lost a couple of games before because of some poor decisions. Like people always want to talk about, oh, he shouldn't have did this, shouldn't have. Like when we going for the two. I'm mad, I was mad as crap when we went for two. Do I think he lost it? No. I mean, he's done some things before it didn't work. Just like with the onside kick against Clemson back when the first time we beat them. It worked. If it hadn't worked, people would have been like, why you do an onside kick? So, I mean, even the greatest coaches, sometimes things work, sometimes they don't. They're just like Dion. If he doesn't do great the first 1 or 2 years, I would not ever say he's not going to do great. He's new there. It's different. So I wouldn't say that. Some people are so eager to say that somebody's lost it or somebody didn't do well. But what I do think is Coach Saban has gotten so much more relaxed, because he did that interview saying he tries not to get as mad on the sideline. We've been seeing that for the past couple of years, because he said it just still doesn't seem to get to him. But I think maybe with these coaches, he's got a little bit lax too. And I think that may be the downside to what's going on. He probably get tired, because coaches come through here like what he said, like the thing going through the horn. Coaches come through here like crazy just to get their therapy and to go on. And so he probably thinking right now, I finally got two who kind of sticking with me. He's probably just kind of trying to stick with them.
The question is, why are they sticking with him? That's right. So that's right.
He knows that. But what I'm saying, when I'm talking about him, I mean, it's maybe like every time you turn around, how many OCs have we had? And it's not because, they say he don't play, but that's not why though. Lane Kiffin came here knowing he didn't play. Sarkisian came here knowing he didn't play. So all these coaches still came, and they all, like Dion said, they've elevated. But these two won't go anywhere. Golden especially should have elevated, because this was his promotion. Okay, O'Brien, this man has been in college, he's been in the NFL. He ain't going nowhere because don't nobody want him. The NFL don't. Nobody in the NFL want him. So if Coach Saban don't let him go, I really don't think they're going nowhere, and I think that's why they got in the portal. They don't know who the quarterback is going to be next year. Jalen Milroe had times he did play, and like you said, you can't say, well, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. These boys ain't waiting on know what he's gonna do. They look at him. It's almost like they like from the fans. They look at him. They don't trust him. They don't trust. I don't think they trust the coaching staff. I don't think they trust the quarterback situation. And one of the good things about the portal is that sometimes you can get great players out of the portal. We got a couple out this time that wasn't as good, like, and I feel like they could be, but sometimes that works well. So I think a lot of the players here getting into the portal because they know the OC and DC ain't going nowhere, or Price most likely is going to be gone, so they don't trust the quarterback that they feel like is next up. When it comes to the receiver, now the other positions, I don't know. It's probably it's more about who's coaching. But
I
as
think
far
it's
as the
about.
receivers go, I honestly don't think they trust from what he's shown so far. I don't think they trust him to start. Yes, of course, he did not start this year. Bryce was starting. But when is he gonna practice? What drives me crazy, y'all, is when I see these other teams who are developing quarterbacks. When the guy hurt for LSU, Messenger or whatever his name is, that boy came in slinging that ball. We put more quarterbacks in the NFL than we have in the past. We really didn't develop them. Those guys were just jewels. Tua was a jewel. Mm-hmm. Jalen was a jewel. Mm-hmm. Jalen needed some development, but then he had Kiffin. Bryce was an.
Well, no, it wasn't Kiffin. It was what his name is up in Maryland.
Now, Jalen had Kiffin. Jalen, he may have had what's his name, but Jalen's real better development came under Kiffin. Kiffin told us, I told y'all had something special. I remember when he went to Oklahoma, even before he started doing so well in the NFL, Kiffin even used to get pissed off with the things people would say about Jalen. When Jalen started doing better, even in Oklahoma, he said, I told y'all you had a jewel. We've had coaches as OCs who can handle the quarterback situation, but we really haven't had to completely 100% develop quarterbacks. We just happen to have had great quarterbacks to come through the past 2 to 3 quarterbacks. Mac Jones, awesome quarterback. We've had them to come through, whereas before we just couldn't really develop them past game management type QBs. Once they left, they really didn't do well in the NFL. So now we got all these quarterback whisperers out there, and you got all these receivers that want to work with them. And right now, some of the players in Bama don't know what we got in Miro.
But see, here's my thing about the receivers that didn't jump in. Even the ones that were so-called starters, or a potential starter. Let's look at JoJo Earl, Holden, Leary, and one more. I can't think of his name. Okay, they from the championship game against Georgia, when they had the opportunity to play, they didn't step up, y'all, and they hadn't really stepped up this year. So
I was gonna say they didn't step up this year. I don't drop balls. Yes. So many points left on the field from this
yes, season. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
and Bryce was literally coaching them on the field, putting them in place.
To put them in place.
Half the time they couldn't hold on to the ball.
Like PlayStation. Hey, you move right here. Come over. Mm-hmm. So if regardless who throwing them the ball, they wasn't catching. I mean, I.
But they're not seeing themselves that way though. They're not seeing it that way.
I know.
Because we can see it, but they're not seeing it their way.
How many defensive players you see got in the portal from Alabama? One, maybe 2.
Yeah, I was saying I was surprised Cohen left, but
Jackson, I think he the only DB that got in there.
I know he's O-line, but I was still surprised.
Like I said, we just don't know what's going through these young folks here.
That's why I think a lot of people, and as a fan, I have on roll colored glasses sometimes, so people get mad at me because sometimes I know I'm gonna love Alabama, period. But sometimes, back in the day when Saban first came, when we won their first championship, then like the second and the third, all these haters used to always say, I'm going on down there to lose just somebody will leave. Everything you couldn't leave is easy back then. I'm going on to lose. I'm like, y'all failed enough, it's gonna happen. Of course we're not gonna win as much at some point. Saban's gonna retire at some point. But we're just gonna have to Alabama this guy that used to have standard, we're just gonna have to find that right touch again. We'll have to find that mic stuff again. But it's just like I said, it's bound to happen at some point. But right now, like those pages used to say, what's going on down in Tuscaloosa? They were just trolling. Any little thing happened, one player leave, they find what's going on in Tuscaloosa. Now I'm standing here hollering over to the camera, what's going on over there? And I know it's the kids, they got this rush to want to go, go, go. But I still think something going on. And it may not be nothing major. It's just something going on top of the fact that they have no patience anymore.
That's what I see.
I think the ones who ain't making no money. I think that they want to go somewhere and they feel like they're gonna be able to pull in some of that money that's coming in because everybody on the team didn't get no endorsement, and that's in a nutshell. So that's why I'm not. I don't know about that either. But again, I just remember when they weren't able to do that. I remember when NCAA had to stop making the game from EA Sports because they couldn't use those players like that in the game. And now they're talking about bringing that game back now because now they can.
There's no limit, right? There's no limit on NIL. I think that if it is, I don't know about it. I think then I don't, because I think they should be paid. I think they should be paid, but I think it should be tiers, just like everything else in college. I think it should be tiers, and there should be a limit. Bryce already a millionaire.
Yep.
But of course, he's going for the big millions. But compared to just everyday working folks, our standards, he's a millionaire. And I ain't mad at him. I'm glad of it because some of them players, if they don't go to the NFL, they need to be taken care of. You out there playing football, sometimes you might have an injury you don't even know about till later. They ain't gonna give you no money. School ain't gonna say when you 26, come on back. That might have been from when so and so, so and so, so and so. So I'm all for them getting paid. A lot of people sit out here and say they ain't for them getting paid. Okay, they get scholarships. Yeah, they do get scholarships. But their talent got them that scholarship. So scholarships don't take care of when they have certain deals. Yeah, the school, especially certain players, they need certain types of rehab and therapy. Yeah, they're gonna pay for it, they're gonna take care of it. But sometimes you just never know how long the injury is gonna nag a person. So pay them people. I mean, I don't have no problem with them being paid at all because I wouldn't want to do nothing. I used to always wonder when I was young why they out there playing and don't get no money.
Yeah.
But the school making millions on top of millions on top of millions. So I ain't got no issue, no problem with them young men getting some money. I just feel like things can be regulated. I just feel like it's just like the portal, things can maybe be tiered off.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with them getting paid myself.
Yeah, actually,
some of them young men have kids. Some of them got kids and stuff. And some of them who truly legit, they out there maybe even trying to work and play football, but there ain't really no way you can work. Because a lot of them, with their master's degree,
you can't work.
A lot of them even get done with their master's degree before they even get out, the 4 years. So a lot of them working hard over there academically too. It's just like somebody made the assumption about Colorado. These are the naysayers. Of course, they got their reasons for crime, skin color. Well, those guys at Colorado, they're not thinking about going to the NFL. They're more academically inclined. What the hell do you mean? I don't know any Power 5 football player that does not want to go to the NFL.
I don't care. Some of them
don't even know they're good enough to go to the NFL until they even try. Look at Lamar Jackson. They got him off the street racing cars. But probably never thought. Of course, he probably dreamed it. And he probably knew he could handle a football. But at that time, he wasn't trying to go to school. So you can't just say, oh, they're at Colorado for this such an academic school. Well, I bet you the administration at Colorado and the alumni of Colorado that feel that way.
like I said, it's people that go to Princeton and Harvard that play football that's playing in the NFL.
Some people say anything. I don't know. They'll say I don't know any football player that wouldn't go, that doesn't want to go to the NFL if he has a chance. Look at some of those soccer players. Some of those soccer players go out there and become kickers. They never really thought about it. You just saw a coach that say, hey, I think he can be a good kicker. Put him on the field, they can kick. They in the NFL. They end up going to the NFL. They just need them a kicker or a punter. They end up going to the NFL. So when they say that kind of stuff, I said these are people who they see the controversy right now. There really is no controversy, but they see, the people with the up and down feelings about Deion or whatever, and so they're all those players. They're not trying to get in the NFL anyway. He said he's trying to put people in the NFL. Yes, they are. Those players are trying to get in the NFL, and if he does well after this first season he's there, they're gonna have NIL deals. So the NIL is coming with him anyway. Because both of his sons got it, and other people he brings.
Yeah, but one of his sons ain't said whether or not he's leaving yet.
Yeah, but they've been all around it. The girl leaving, I don't know. I don't even know that. I ain't even worried about that. I ain't even worried about that. If Deion has the effect on the players like he has on the players, I'm sure he has on his son. Now, would he be the type of father that make his son leave? I don't think so. But I think Deion is very influential in the company. He's influential enough with these players. He's influential enough with his son.
Right.
That one son was committed to FAU. His dad got the job. Okay, Dad, let's go. Alabama offered, LSU offered, Georgia offered, Florida offered. He chose FAU.
Did you see
Deion got the job. Let's go, Daddy.
Did you see what Trey Sanders tweeted? You got room for me, Unc?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Right now he gonna have more players than he can. He gonna have more players than he can in a little bit. he's thinking about the ones he's bringing and the ones already at Colorado. That Porter's gonna be on him. Them players they're reaching out and they doing it any way they can. Like I said, Sanders. Let me get this tweet out here. And some of them, because the NFL is full of college football champions. You know what I'm saying? So the HBCU got some folks in NFL, but you can tend to count them compared to PWI. So I mean, some of these players they want to play, and they want to go to the NFL, and especially right now if they're a junior or a senior and they trying to get out there, they're probably really not sure they're gonna get up to the NFL. So they do want to be seen, and that's why they're leaving. But some of them do just want to play for prime. I ain't gonna lie, some of them just want to play for them. Some of them just want to play for them. They saw what he did. I said you don't have to be national champions to make it to the NFL. But if you get seen by the right people, and everybody's going to be looking at Colorado, it's going to be people staying in Colorado now who wasn't just because of him, just like Jackson State. And when I said, I mean, like following him. I didn't follow their games, but because he's all over social media, I knew what was going on because I followed him.
Yeah. But we'll see, y'all. It's almost my time.
Yeah, it is what it's up. Yeah, it is almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. Hey, we'll talk to y'all.
Before we get off, I do want to remind everybody, if they see those flyers out, please share them, and so that everybody can know about it. We have the toy drive on the 23rd. On this Saturday coming up, we have a community event. It made a huge center from 9 to 5. That 3-on-3 basketball tournament is free registration, and it's a $2,000. Say that one more time. $2,000 for the champion, for the grand prize champion. So if you can use $2,000, you and two of your friends can go out there and see what y'all can come up with. Now, I don't think nobody can turn down $2,000, right?
I don't think so, Mike.
Hey, also, there's going to be some things out there for the kids, pop-up shops, so many different things to do on Saturday. A good, enjoyable time for the family and the whole family. There's going to be food trucks out there, vendors. So, we're going to have a good time. It's been a huge summer on Saturday.
All right.
We'll see y'all on Thursday.
All right, y'all have a good night.
All right,
Be
bud.
safe and have a good night.
All right, bud. Thanks.
All right.